Hi guys, I actually remembered to do the video for 2 weeks in a row, which is a miracle. Anyway, this is basically just going to be my reactions to episode 2 of season 5 of the Vampire Diaries. How did we get to season 5 already? I seriously don't know. Yeah, anyway, I put my last week's up and I was very pleased with it, and that made me kind of nervous for this episode because knowing TVD, it normally just fucks up as soon as you think something's good. But they didn't. They did not for me at all. And I was surprised. I was worried slightly in the episode to start with that it was all going very Stelanery until I realised it was just Stefan's hallucinations, whatever you want to call them, and like the end bit scene with Delana, that was what really made me realise there was nothing to be worried about, because these two are endgame. Like, if you can watch scenes where she is saying to him, I'm gonna love you even after all this is over. That was in season 4. Yes, it was with the sire bond, but we've proved that's wrong. This time, no sire bond, nothing. She says, we're gonna find Stefan, and I'm still gonna love you. See? How can you not see that that is foreshadowing for Endgame? Like, okay, I'm not even gonna start on that, because I could do like a whole video on why I think Delena's Endgame. But if you can watch that and not think that's foreshadowing for Endgame, then well, I think you're not watching closely enough, maybe. Because, yeah, seriously. What else? Overall, it was a good episode. There was a lot of plot in it. There was a lot of action, which was good. Because what I like is they're integrating the romance, but there's a lot of action. And the plots this year are really good, I think. I really like the plots. Like, I don't know. There's been so many plots before that you just think, oh god, I can see this going wrong, but not this time. I think a lot of it is Julie Peck's gone. Well, not gone, but like she's writing for the originals. I watched some of that first episode, I'm still not sure. I mean, I, to start with, didn't like the ideas of the originals, but if it means she's with them, and we get writing like this, then I'm okay with it. I really am okay with it. I mean, we've got the whole, the Silas plot, I was a little bit okay, what the hell, until now. I think it's going to become a really good plot, to be honest. It already is a good plot. Silas is a good character, but now, I mean, with that promo, not only is Paul going to get to play Silas, who is, you know, a better character than Stefan, Paul fully admits. I mean, Paul said before how Stefan cries every episode and he'd rather play anybody but Stefan, pretty much. But now we have Ripper Stefan back again, and I cannot tell you how excited I am about that. Like, I'm not a Stefan fan, as you can tell from my other videos, at all. But at least when he's a Ripper, he's not pretending to be someone he isn't, at all. And, you know, he's sassy and he's funny and he brings a whole new light to the show. And to have Silas running around killing people, Stefan running around killing people, both of them looking the same, I mean, it's just gonna go mental. Then we've got the Travellers. I mean, I'm not quite sure what the hell's going on with that girl that Matt had a threesome with. What's her name again? Nadia, something like that. And possessing Matt and things. That was a bit of an odd plot, but I liked it. I want to talk about Catherine, okay? Right, you guys tell me honestly, because I don't know if I've been on Tumblr for too long and I read into things, but Jeremy and Catherine, there is some tension there, isn't there? Like, sexual tension? Like, it's wrong on so many levels. But I don't know. It's probably just me reading into things, but I swear to God, there was something beginning with them. Like, I can imagine people shipping that a lot, actually. I don't know whether I would, it's not something I ever considered, but I've read fanfiction with Catherine and Elena, so you can't really get, you know, I love Elena, so I suppose Jeremy and Catherine would actually be slightly more normal than Catherine and Elena, you know. I really like the Catherine human plot, actually. I've not been a big Catherine fan. Well, I've kind of got mixed feelings towards her, if you know what I mean. And to see her human is just perfect. Like, ill and having a sinus infection, it's fucking hilarious, let's just face it. Like, seriously, it's hilarious. I'm trying to think, I watched this like when I woke up, so I'm really just mind's all over the place. I mean, I got up, watched that, and then I had to go to college. And I was just like, how do you function when Delana? Because, yeah, I mean, if you're a Delana shipper, angst is something that you're not unfamiliar with. But that freaking scene where she was torturing him, angst-filled, like, when she started trying to have sex with him, that was so very hot, and then she was torturing him. And, it kind of makes you think, doesn't it, like, okay, either they're really into some kinky shit, or she's under Silas's mind control. Turns out it was the second one, though I'm sure that, well, we'll leave the kinky stuff to the world of fan fiction, but we all know what they get up to secretly, don't we? So I think, to be honest, that scene was really good, actually. Like, it was painful to watch, because it's always painful to see Damon being hurt at all. But Elena trying to fight it as well was really, like, amazing. And she would, my friend pointed this out to me, she, like, stabbed herself to save. She would rather stab herself than hurt Damon. And I just, my babies. They're my babies, and it's still taking some getting used to the fact that, like, they're actually together. Like, there's been so much tension and we've been waiting for them to be together for so long, that now they're actually there and they're together every episode, it's just a bit of a mind-blowing type thing. Yeah. It's like, it's really hard to get used to. I mean, I'm not complaining. I mean, you know, we can have the next 2 seasons until Endgame with them, and I don't think we will. To be honest, I think they'll break up at some point. There'll be arguments all the time, but ultimately they love each other and they'll be together. It's as simple as that. Love will, it sounds really cheesy, but love will conquer all. That's what Ian said, to be honest, and I think it would, to be honest. Like, there's going to be fights, there's going to be stupid things, and they're idiots. 2 idiots in love, so, you know, it's as simple as that. New plots-wise, like, the professor guy, that was interesting. I want to know what Elena's father's connection is with all of this. I'm not entirely sure how he goes and connects back to it, but it'll be interesting. I mean, it kind of reminds me a little bit of the book, because there was, of the Ghostwriter books, there was someone at Elena's college, a professor who knew her parents, but I don't think, they're not going to go down that plot route because it's nothing to do with it, if you know what I mean. So, like, the plots aren't similar, but it just reminded me a lot of that, of the book. Oh god, my brain is so scrambled, there's so much going on. It was a good episode. I was worried for a while, because we had the whole, like, think of something stronger than your anger to kill me, your, like, need to kill me, and she thought of Stefan, and I was like, no, but it was of Stefan drowning and being in pain and everything, and, you know, I mean, that ending was freaking killer. It didn't cross my mind that when Stefan came out he'd be starving and go Ripper, but he did, and I'm so excited for that. Like, for one, he's not going to give a fuck about anybody, so he's just going to be like, I don't care. He's not going to care about Damon and Elena, so they're going to be safe. And Stefan is going to be Ripper Stefan, which I love anyway. And then you've got Silas going around, and doppelgangers running around town, eating people, and other shit. I don't know. My friend asked me to explain what the plot was this season, and I was just like, how do I even explain, like, so much random shit? Oh, I felt bad for Bonnie. I really felt bad for Bonnie. Because, well, she's dead, obviously. But, like, her dad dying, and then she gets to see Matt, and then Matt goes, and then it's really sad. I saw on one of my favourite blogs that someone had sent her an anonymous message saying, imagine if every time Alaric died with a Gilbert ring, he got to see Jenna. And then he came back and forgot. And then whenever he died, he saw her again. And I was just, don't get me started on that. I will never, ever, 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 ever forgive them for killing Alaric. Ever. It's not going to happen. Like, no. 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 I'm never going to forgive them for killing Alaric. When I say them, I mean Julie Plec. He's like the best, one of the best characters, and it's, my mum has read the books and she likes the books, and she's watched the first half of season 1, but she won't watch anymore because she found out Alaric dies. She literally won't watch anymore, and she said it's going to be too painful, so I actually said to her that's probably a very wise decision. Like, if we'd known who was going to die, I think we'd have stopped a long time ago. If we'd known how much heartbreak this show would be, then, you know. No, I don't know. I mean, I'm glad that it's not all... I want Damon and Elena to be happy, but I don't want them to be just... It's never going to just be easy. That's Stelena. Stelena is, oh, I love you, that's it. Game over, you know. Whereas Damon and Elena, it's unpredictable, there's fights, they're always going to be at each other's throats, they love each other and then they hate each other, but they love each other all the time, no matter what. I mean, their relationship's fucked up, they don't make sense, and that's the beauty of them, basically. Whereas Stefan and Elena, don't get me started. That's just my reaction when everyone says Stelena. The hallucination scene, I'm pretty sure I was just sat there just like... I mean, that's kind of nice that they're putting that in for the Stelena shippers, but it's so funny because you can see how much fan service this show has become. I hate that term, but obviously that is fan service, pure and simple. I mean, some people try and say Delena's fan service, but their relationship's too complex. It's been from the beginning to be fan service, and I know Stelena's been from the beginning, but these little hallucination scenes are just to keep them watching and have some hope. She still cares about Stefan, of course she does, but it's Damon she loves, and she's going to love Damon, even after all this is over. I feel like this is a good way to end my video. I've really not covered a lot, have I? I'm trying to think of just everything to cover. I think that's it. I mean, Nina's acting, phenomenal. As usual. I mean, as Catherine and Elena, it's just amazing. Paul's was. All the acting was great, but, like, Paul and Nina are both carrying off two characters who are very different but are also very alike in some ways. And Catherine's changing because she's human. Elena's changing because she's getting used to being a vampire and having sex with Damon. Does that make sense? And Stefan and Paul. Stefan is obviously Silas, and Stefan is now out of the thing, but his emotions are gone and he's killing people. So there's two very complex characters and they've just played them so well. And I'd be very interested to see the interaction, if there's any interaction between Stefan and Silas, because I think that could be really, 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 really interesting. I'm just so happy about it all. I'm just waiting for the bomb to fall, but I think this season has so much potential with plots, and I really hope they don't ruin it. I was so nervous about this season, but so far, they're doing well, I think. There's a lot of positivity. I mean, we've been told that there will be a couple that will split up in a few episodes, and it's either Forward or Delena. Well, let me guess who that is going to be. Forward, again. I mean, come on. That little Jesse guy, he's cute, but I don't trust him. I'm a little bit worried he's involved in everything, so I don't know. But yeah, I feel sorry for Caroline as well. But everybody on Tumblr's like Delena are going to split up, even the Delena shippers. And my blog there is no negativity of Delena on it. I've banned it from my blog and I am unfollowing people who are posting negativity shit about Delena because it's not... No. Forward are going to break up, and Delena, even if they did temporarily take a break, which they're not going to for a long, long time, they'll be back together again. It's never... it's like with Ross and Rachel, with Friends. I know they're not a similar couple, but they said for us it's never off the table. And I think to Damon and Elena it never will be off the table. Ever. So, that's it really. Okay, I'm done now. I'm really sorry, this was a really awkward video and I'm kind of rambling. I've been studying all morning and my brain is like mush. I'm studying language acquisition and things, and don't go to college. Just don't do it. No, I'm joking, go to college. Anyway, yeah, so leave your comments below. People actually did last video, that's what I'm looking for. They did. They posted people watched it, and I was actually very shocked because I normally think I'm just talking to myself by filming these videos. Basically, like 1 or 2 people might watch it from Tumblr, but no, I actually got views on it and a comment, or some comments. So that really made me excited. And I'm going through a lot of shit at the moment, so little comments like that are really making me happy, just to know people are watching it and liking what I'm doing. So yeah, please comment your opinion. Tell me, okay, I should ask you guys a question. What are your predictions for next episode? Tell me. We shall see who is the most accurate. And I'll mention you next episode or something. That'll be fun. Next video. So until next week, thank you, and thank you for putting up with my stupid rambling for 16 minutes. Oh my god, my tab just fell down, and clearly my Damon poster on the ceiling wanted to say hi, so yeah. Hi Damon poster. Okay, bye.